Hey, welcome my friends to the channel. My name is Robin and this is my channel Oracle Rising. So guys, I just wanted to talk about signs of a spiritual transformation for you. You know, we're born to evolve, but sometimes things can be really confusing and we're not sure which way is up anymore or what's going on. So I wanted to talk about, I have 6 signs of a spiritual transformation. So let's just jump right in. So the first one I have is that guides, gurus, and mentors start to appear. It really is true what they say that when the student is ready, the teacher will arrive. So if you've noticed that you've started tuning into, it could be anybody. Like for me, it was like Victor Otto. I started to watch him right in the beginning of my spiritual awakening, and I listened to Trevor Ilsley. I'm not sure if I pronounced the last name correctly, but he's like an authority on the dark night of the soul. You know, I started listening to a lot of Jason Stevenson, his meditations and how to be calm and stuff like that. And, you know, listening to Alan Watts and, you know, Paramahansa Nityananda, Paramahansa Yogananda, you know, people like that. And whoever your gurus are, guys, they don't have to be the same as mine. But if you notice that you start tuning into like philosophers and gurus and stuff like that, and just a different way of looking at like having a different perspective on your life and sort of striving for a different energetic level, that could be one sign that you're having a spiritual transformation, and it's a really good one. So guys, if you do have gurus, let me know down in the comments, because I'm always interested to check out new people. And if you have a really dry sense of humor, you guys, Alan Watts is really amazing to listen to. So a second sign of a spiritual transformation is that angel numbers start to appear everywhere. If you're not sure what an angel number is, it's a series of repeating numbers, and it can be the same number, like 111 and like 4 ones. That's the most popular one that people are aware of. But it can be any combination of numbers that you see repeating, or it can just sort of pop out, you know, that you've seen it multiple times. And it just keeps on popping up, the same number, like 567. Like, why am I seeing that number all the time? Like, you definitely check it out. And that's the angels, your spirit guides, talking to you through numbers, because unfortunately we don't speak the same language. So they're trying to come through to you in different ways. And there are websites dedicated to translating angel numbers. So definitely check that out. I found that happen right at the beginning of my spiritual transformation. And it goes on today, you know, it's constant. It's like, okay, yeah, all right, I'll check it out. And I always check out the message. And sometimes it can come in like perfect timing, or you're feeling like you're having just like, can one more thing go wrong today? And then the angels will come through with a nice 444 or 333, and you go read that and it's like, okay, I feel tons better after reading that. So check that out. Okay, so the third sign of a spiritual transformation is that some of your relationships could be ending, and that's because the vibration of your energetic body and your aura is starting to vibrate at a higher level. So people that you may have once had really close connections with, because they're not evolving at the same pace or rate as you, you no longer connect, and you could start to see different people come into your life. You're being attracted to people that are more on the same spiritual path as you. That's because your energy has changed, and you're pulling in people that can help you on your spiritual path. And unfortunately, it can mean even like some of your family is no longer part of your day-to-day life anymore. So, but it's making way for your soul tribe. So let me know, you guys, if this has happened to you. It's definitely happened to me. There's people, you know, I'm still friends with them, like friends, but I don't hang out with them day to day like I used to anymore. It's really changed my life. But it's nothing that I feel bad about, you know what I mean? So the fourth one I have here is messages from universe or the spirit. So messages can come through in so many different ways, and you could be just tuning into them a little bit more. And some people actually hear like voices, you know, they hear whispers from the universe or from spirit. You could get these really strongly when you're meditating, which is why I think a lot of people do like to meditate. You can just see like visions are messages, your dreams, you know, your hunch, your intuition, that's all your guides. That's all the universe speaking to you. There's so many different ways to get messages, and I think it can really tailor it down to individuals because it depends on what you're open to or what you believe. And some people actually are clairvoyant and, you know, they can speak to spirits. So it's really cool. And as you keep on going on your spiritual transformation, what you're available to understand, it'll probably increase. So I think that's a really good one too. So the fifth sign of a spiritual transformation is actually spending time alone. And I don't know if you guys know that I also read tarot cards. I have a channel for, I do tarot card readings. My channel name is Aries Fire Tarot if you're ever interested. But I pulled a Hermit card, and it gives people advice that it's time to spend time alone, you know, just so you can really pay attention to what it is that your heart and your soul is asking from you. It's really hard to hear messages when you're surrounded by people, or if you got the TV going, or you're listening to music. So this doesn't mean that you need to move to, you know, wherever, I don't know why I'm getting the word Indonesia, and, you know, live in a cave for 7 years. It just means that you need time by yourself to recharge, especially guys, if you're an empath. Can make a really big difference. You definitely need time to recharge, listen to your higher self. And some people, especially if it's in tandem with the dark night of the soul, they can spend years in solitude. So if you kind of look at it in the way of you're planting a seed for your future self, not an isolation, it can change the way that you look at it, but it's definitely going to have you grow in leaps and bounds that being surrounded by people and noise would probably limit your pace. So really interesting one. And the sixth one is feeling as if you don't belong. You know, and it's because I saw this thing the other day, and it was like the higher you vibe, the smaller your tribe. Because we really, people are inundated with mass media and what to believe, and as people transform spiritually and ascend and, you know, start to wake up from the matrix, there's fewer and fewer people that are seeing the truth behind, you know, the 3D matrix. So and when you find somebody like you, that's just like the biggest charge ever. And apparently there's a strategy for like light workers, light warriors, high vibrating spirits to be located strategically around the world to help the planet wake up, to raise the vibration of the planet. And because we're doing that, things like, you know, all the horrible things that is going on in the world right now, that should all start to fall off. So if you feel as if you don't belong, it's because you probably belong to a higher vibrating soul tribe, and you'll find them. You know, if you're here, you found me. So, and you'll find other people out there. Like I listen to a couple people like Victor Otto. Again, I watch him quite frequently. Like I watch Voodoo Priest Man sometimes because he's got some really good information. Mystic Spider-Man, you know, there's people out there, and you're going to start connecting with them, and you'll start to see this as part of your path. And you might not belong to a crowd of people necessarily around you, unfortunately, or in your own city. If you are, you're really, really blessed, but you're going to belong to a tribe of people around the world that have a soul journey to fulfill. So if you don't necessarily belong to the people around you, that's okay. You know, it's part of your journey. So anyway, guys, those are just some signs of a spiritual transformation. I hope this was helpful. Definitely let me know what your signs are down below in the comments. And do remember to like, share, and subscribe. Okay, I'm going to leave it there, guys. Take care.